That's exactly what we are trying to understand. We have mapped out 75 suppliers of thermal energy storage worldwide, and this is input from different participants in the task. We have academia and we have also industrial actors. What we see is similar trends to renewables some years ago. There is no silver bullet solution, and each technology has to be adapted to each geography and sector, in a way that you wouldn't use solar in large scale in the Nordics, for example. Thermal storage itself is not new, but large-scale adoption is, and this is because it has more benefits than ever before. This is because we have growing and more intermittent energy production and a higher energy demand, the highest in history. We see two worlds here. On the one hand, we have industrial processes and large-scale thermal storage. And here we identify a very clear preference for sensible heat storage technologies. This is because having large volumes is not a problem, and then we can use simpler materials that are cheap and sustainable to be used in big containers. We have examples using bricks, using recycled materials or molten salts. What's new here is the new sectors that are using thermal storage. That's the case for energy production, food production, chemical plants, or even beer production. On the other hand, we have small and medium scale applications. And here is where we have buildings and domestic applications, where we see a new niche or a new market for thermal storage. And that's the case for latent heat storage solutions. Here, phase change materials or more sophisticated systems are opening a new niche in the market. And this is because they are more compact and they provide a faster response compared to sensible heat storage. Definitely data centers. These giants are here to stay. They have an enormous electrical and thermal energy demand. AI is provoking more and more heating of computing equipment, and that comes with a huge need for cold generation and therefore cold storage. It makes a very good case for latent heat storage technologies because you need more compact systems that have a fast response time when delivering the cold back and that can be relatively cheap, at least in operation costs. We see that this is a perfect scenario and we are seeing a trend having more and more suppliers that are orienting towards the data center sector, and this is because of all these factors. What is clear and what we are seeing based on the trends is that all future infrastructure will rely on energy storage, and thermal storage will be a significant part of that future.